We've covered a huge amount about the business itself, from the initial idea to the market to the operations. But a business isn't just about products and numbers, is it? It's also crucially about people and the legal structure you operate within. That seems like a really big step, moving from just a concept to a legitimate, formal entity.
That's absolutely right. This is where the theoretical business concept starts to take on a formal legal identity in the real world. And understanding the legal forms available to you is absolutely fundamental before you take that step.
It really feels like moving from the what-if stage to the how do we actually make this legal stage? And it's a big one. What are the main legal forms that a small business typically takes?
The guide outlines 3 primary forms. The simplest is usually a single proprietorship. Here, the owner and the business are legally considered one and the same entity. It's generally the easiest and cheapest to set up, but the major drawback is that the owner has unlimited personal liability for business debts. Meaning your personal assets, your house, your car, your savings could potentially be at risk if the business runs into significant debt. There's no legal separation.
Okay, that's a big consideration. What if there's more than one owner involved?
Then you might look at forming a partnership. This involves 2 or more owners who agree to share in the profits and losses of the business. While it allows for shared responsibility and potentially more capital, it also typically comes with unlimited liability for all the partners. Their personal assets could still be at risk if the business incurs major debts.
Right. And the most complex option, usually associated with bigger businesses, is the corporation.
Yes, a corporation is often described as an artificial being created by operation of law. This means it has a separate legal personality, completely distinct from its owners, the shareholders. Like a person, it can sue and be sued, own property in its own name, and enter into contracts.
What are the advantages there?
The major benefits are limited liability for the owners. Their personal assets are generally protected from business debts. And it's usually easier to raise capital, perhaps because it gives the impression of being a larger, more stable company.
But there must be downsides.
Oh, yes. It typically involves more expenses to set up and maintain. Decision-making can be slower due to the need for board approvals, and corporations often face what's called double taxation. The company pays taxes on its profits, and then the shareholders pay taxes again on the dividends they receive. Plus, there's generally more regulation and paperwork involved.
And the guide also mentions something called a cooperative, which sounds like a unique kind of structure, maybe more community-focused.
A cooperative is described in the guide as a kind of localized version of a corporation. It also possesses a separate legal personality from its members. In the Philippines, they register with the Cooperative Development Authority, CDA. Benefits can include easier capital mobilization among members, facilitation of knowledge and technology transfer since members often share common interests, and sometimes tax-exempt status or other privileges. However, like corporations, major decisions usually require board approval, and their scope of operation is often legally limited to the geographical area where its members reside or work.
Okay, so what?
Woke up tracing lines on the window pane. Thought the world outside was just a driving rain. Felt like flotsam on an endless churning tide. Just a passenger, nowhere left to hide. Blame the stars, the forecast, and the twist of fate. Waited for a sign that always came too late. Every shadow seemed to stretch beyond my control. A whisper telling me I'd never reach my goal. But then a quiet hum started deep inside, and knowing rhythm where my doubt into the thoughts I sent. A tiny spark, a fundamental shift inherent. Oh,